Welcome students. Now we are going to discuss next chapter in Behind, that is a truly beautiful mind. Now the present piece is a piece of Albert Einstein. You are familiar with this great scientist, physicist, and the writer has remarked about him that he had a beautiful mind. That's why the name of the chapter is A Truly Beautiful Mind. In other words, we can say Albert Einstein had a beautiful mind. In this chapter, the writer has tried to prove how can we say that the mind of Albert Einstein was beautiful. His mind is pure. A truly beautiful mind belongs to Einstein. Why? What is the reason? On what ground the writer told that Einstein had a beautiful mind? So, after reading this chapter, we come to the conclusion why Einstein is considered as a great scientist and physicist, and why he had a beautiful mind. What is the ground? On what ground the writer is focusing on these two points? Why he is considered as a great scientist and why he had a beautiful mind. Now proceed to the introduction of this chapter, that is A Truly Beautiful Mind. This chapter is about Albert Einstein. A Truly Beautiful Mind is based on the description of Albert Einstein. In other words, you can say it is a biography of Albert Einstein. He was a great scientist, no doubt. The title of chapter, A Truly Beautiful Mind, refers to Albert Einstein. That is very important. A truly beautiful mind refers to Albert Einstein. In the introduction of my lecture, I told you that a truly beautiful mind refers to Albert Einstein. And what ground we are saying this? After reading this chapter, we will come to know why Einstein had a beautiful mind. This is a short biography of his where some of his qualities have been highlighted. So this is a short biography of Albert Einstein where his qualities have been highlighted. Albert's interest in mathematics and physics, and also his utilitarian attribute, that is very important. He is a great scientist, no doubt. He is a great physicist, no doubt. He has a humanitarian attribute. The title, A Truly Beautiful Mind, makes one wonder that how can a scientist's mind be beautiful? That is the basic question. How scientist's mind can be beautiful? It is so because in this lesson we come across another aspect of Einstein. He was a humanitarian. So here is the answer. Why he has a beautiful mind? A truly beautiful mind refers to Einstein. What is the reason? Because he is a humanitarian. So on what basis we are saying that he is a humanitarian? In the chapter we come to know. He advocated world peace. This is the reason also. Non-violence. That's why the title refers to him as a truly beautiful mind. So here you come to know a truly beautiful mind refers to Einstein, and second you come to know why Einstein has a beautiful mind. On what ground? Because he advocates world peace, non-violence. This is the reason why we say that Einstein had a beautiful mind. Now come to first paragraph. Paragraph number 1, you see. So in the introduction we have discussed that basically this chapter is a biography of Albert Einstein. Now see, Albert Einstein was born on 14 March 1879 in the German city of Ulm without any indication that he was destined for greatness. He has taken birth for greatness. In the beginning of life, no one can say that he had taken birth for greatness. No one knows this one. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. In his childhood, the physique of Einstein was not good. Okay, so on this basis, his mother said he was a freak. To her, his head seemed much too large. At the age of 2.5, Einstein still was not talking. 2.5. At this stage, he was not able to talk. So these are the symptoms. On that ground, people can't imagine that Einstein has taken birth for greatness. When he finally did learn to speak, he uttered everything twice. That is another problem. Einstein did not know what to do with other children, and his playmates called him Brother Boring. Among his friends, he is known as a Brother Boring. His playmates used to call him Brother Boring because he remained to himself. He didn't play or talk to them. This is the reason. Brother Boring. Term is given to Einstein. So the youngster played by himself much of the time. He especially loved mechanical toys, automatic toys. Looking at this newborn sister, Maja is the name of his sister, he is said to have said, "Fine, but where are her wheels?" Remember, Einstein always used to play with mechanical toys. When he saw his sister, then he said, "Where are her wheels?" A headmaster once told his father that what Einstein chose as a profession wouldn't matter. Why? He will never make success at anything. That was the remark made by whom? Headmaster. Now in the figure you can see Einstein with his sister Maja. So Einstein is with his sister Maja. Both were standing here, you can see. So इस पैराग्राफ में राइटर ने बताया कि अल्बर्ट आइंस्टीन का जन्म जो है 14 मार्च 1889 1879 जर्मन सिटी में हुआ था, बिना किसी इंडिकेशन के कि ये किसी ग्रेटनेस के लिए पैदा हुआ है। क्यों? क्योंकि उसकी मदर ये मानती थी कि वो फ्रीक है, उसका जो हेड है बहुत बड़ा है, 2.5 ईयर पे बोल भी नहीं पाता था। ये जब ये 2.5 साल का तो वो बोल भी नहीं पाता था, और जब उसने बोलना सीखा तो कोई भी चीज़ 2 बार बोला करता था। तो ये सारी चीज़ें हैं, इसके आधार पे कहा गया कि आइंस्टीन किसी ग्रेटनेस के लिए पैदा हुआ है, ये मानना गलत है। इसके बाद हम देखते हैं कि वो बच्चों के साथ जो उसके एज के थे उनके साथ भी बहुत घुल मिल नहीं पाता था, तो बच्चे उसे कहते थे ब्रदर बोरिंग कहते थे। आइंस्टीन को उसके एज के जो बच्चे थे उसे ब्रदर बोरिंग कह के बुलाया करते थे। और आइंस्टीन को मैकेनिकल टॉय बहुत ही ज़्यादा पसंद था और आइंस्टीन अपना जीवन जो है, अपना समय स्वयं से ही बात करके बिताया करता था, क्योंकि वो दूसरे से बात करता नहीं था और लोग उसे, बच्चे उसे जो है ब्रदर बोरिंग के नाम से बुलाते थे। और एक और वाक्य है, जब उसकी बहन का जन्म हुआ, जब उसने देखा अपनी बहन को, उसने बोला कि इसका व्हील कहाँ है। और हेडमास्टर का बहुत बड़ा इसमें रिमार्क है। हेडमास्टर ने कहा कि आइंस्टीन चाहे कोई भी प्रोफेशन ले, उसका कोई मतलब नहीं है, क्योंकि वो कभी भी सक्सेस नहीं होगा किसी भी चीज़ में। तो पैरा नंबर 1 ये क्लियर करता है कि आइंस्टीन के अंदर कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ नहीं थी जिसके आधार पे कहा जा सकता था कि वो कभी ग्रेट होगा या किसी ग्रेटनेस के लिए उसका जन्म हुआ है, ये कहना गलत था पैरा नंबर 1 के बेसिस पे। यहाँ तक उसकी माँ भी मानती थी कि ये कुछ नहीं करेगा। सो दिस इज़ द पैरा नंबर 1 we have seen.